Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we are taking a look at another model, and this is the Lamborghini Aventador J by AUTOart Signature. So this is my favorite Aventador out of all the Aventadors that Lamborghini made, and this is the fully opening diecast model, of course, by AUTOart Signature. And let's just get right into reviewing this thing. So let's take a look at the front first. So when taking a look at the front of this model, we do have a very nice Lamborghini badge in front, which looks like a photo etched piece. You can see the paintwork as well, it's beautiful. It's like a metallic red. This is actually the spec of the real Aventador J, which is a one-off in Rosso J. Yeah, the paint looks really good. Looking at those headlights as well, you can see those beautiful DRLs as well as the main bulb and the indicators as well. Yeah, I mean the detail is very nice. In the front we also have full real photo etched mesh for the grills, as well as a small one down there. And the carbon on the front here is actually textured plastic to look like carbon. Yeah, that's something that AUTOart used to do with some of the signature models, but it does look pretty good, honestly. We also have Aventador J logo on that little arrow piece right there with the Italian flag right under it as well. Both sides, of course. We do have the side reflectors as well in transparent color. Looking at the wheels, these are really nice as well. So you do have the red center cap with a Lamborghini badge in the middle, and the wheels also have this carbon inserts. Now for this one, yeah, it's also textured plastic, but you don't really notice it that it is textured plastic. But if you slide over it with something or with your finger, yeah, you can feel that it is a textured plastic. But the finish is really good. And then we have black brake calipers as well with the Lamborghini badge, Lamborghini logo. And as you can see, the discs do move through the caliper, which is also really nice. The whole side skirt is also in this textured plastic. I have some carbon on the side vent as well, and full mesh in there as well. You can see a bit of the radiators as well. We do have small Aventador J logo as well. And oh yeah, funny thing about mine, you can see in there's a small grill piece as well, which is real mesh. Unfortunately on this side, mine actually one day just came off. I have no idea how that happened. I had it boxed up for like a few months, and when I took it out, I suddenly found this small grill piece in the box just laying around, so I have no idea how that came off. But I mean, yeah, you don't really see it at all if you look at it from the side, and you can really only see it with the light on. I mean, if I turn the light off, you don't see anything, so it's not a big problem. Also, looking at the side mirrors, well, the model is also a bit dusty. But looking at the side mirrors, these are actually the concept mirrors. So if you look at the mirror from this side, it's a very thin mirror, and this is the mirror that they used when they unveiled the car. So these mirrors are actually, I'm not sure if these are road legal, but on the real car it did eventually got sold to a private owner who owns the Aventador J now, and they actually swapped the mirrors for the regular, more thicker Aventador mirrors. So yeah, these mirrors are from the concept car, or from the initial unveiling. So moving to the rear of the car. So this license plate is actually replicating the actual license plate that is on the real Aventador J. Looking at the rear lights, these also done pretty nicely. The detail in there is really good. We do have the Lamborghini badge in the center, again some texture plastic to look like carbon, but again we do have real mesh grills in the back as well. Exhaust tips finished in chrome. These are unique exhaust tips for the Aventador J. And the bottom here, the diffuser, is just plastic. Also the rear wing is this carbon finish. It's also a very unique rear wing for the Aventador J. Looks really good with the swan neck mounting. You can see again that paint job is also really nice. Metallic flake in there. Looking at the engine cover, so you can see the engine there. It's exposed in the middle. You can see some of the detailing. We'll see more of this when we take off this engine cover. After this, yeah, it looks really good. So let's take a look at that interior as well, now that we're at it. So you can open up these doors. There is a small catch right here. There's a small catch right here which you have to pull forward, and that will unlock the door. And this is a normal operation on all AUTOart Aventadors. So as you can see, the door is now up. You can open it on both sides. So taking a look at that interior then. The steering wheel has some carbon bits on there and the Lamborghini badge in the middle, but other than that it's quite plain. The gauge cluster does have a sticker, I believe that is. You can see some buttons on the center console as well. And the Lamborghini start-stop button in red as well. Yeah, I mean the detail is pretty nice. We do have full carpeting as well on the floor. However, there is some kind of rubber floor mat in there as well, so you can see the carpeting on the side and under the seat there, and the rubber floor mat in front of the seat. And we do have these carbon kick plates, I think they are called. And on this side as well, we do also have the pedals, of course, which also finish very nicely. We do have Aventador J logo on the door sills, which is just matte black. The door cards, we do again have some textured plastic. And the full dash as well is just textured plastic. You do see a bit of the AC vents as well, which are just plastic, but they look pretty good. Also, I put the license plate under the window, under the small window right there. Also the rear view mirror, the mounting is quite nice, and it's also very dusty. So let me just clean some of this. So looking at the seats, these are like a rubber type of material. Well, not really rubber, but like you can feel that it's a bit soft. But these are carbon seats. They look like carbon seats to me. Some kind of forged carbon. However, I'm not entirely sure what the material of the seating of the real car is, but it looks really nice. We have cloth 4-point harness as well. Yeah, it's really nice. I really like this, the finish of the interior with the carpeting and the seats. It looks really very realistic. It's not just a plastic seat. It actually looks like a real seat, which I really like a lot. Okay, let's open up some of the other parts. So let's start with the front trunk here. This one does also open up, so I'll just open that up now. So to open up the front, it's a bit tricky because the panel gap is very tight. But once you get it open, it is pretty straightforward. It opens up with a very realistic hinge mounting. So you can see that the hinge is very nice, and it actually, like, you can see the way this thing opens up. You see how it goes forward. It is very realistic. Got these small struts as well. Inside the front trunk is just carpeting. Yeah, nothing else really that exciting. It's just the front trunk. Goes very nice into place, and as you can see the panel gaps is very tight, so it's a bit hard to open that. You definitely need a tool for that. Okay, so let's open up this engine cover. So it's quite easy as well. You just have to lift this up a little bit and then forward, because as you can see, these small slots actually slot into the rear wing, as you can see. So this is actually also just a metal piece, full die cast. You can see the finishing on the bottom is not as good as the paint job on the front, on the top, but you can see the magnets as well. So this is held down using magnets. So looking at this engine cover, you can see the magnet down on the top, one and two on the side here. You can see all that texture plastic to look like carbon, but it does look really good. You can see the Lamborghini text on the engine block right there. It goes a little bit further down, the detail. It looks pretty good. You can see the springs as well. These are not functional, but they did install these inside the engine bay. Yeah, I mean, other than that, it's pretty, that's about it. Yeah, does look really good. And as you could hear, it's a full metal piece. Also in here, I didn't show you guys. I'm not sure if there. Also the door clicks right into place. Oh, there's no grill or anything under there. I would have expected something there. But yeah. So that is the Aventador J. So that was the Lamborghini Aventador J by AUTOart Signature. So the original retail price of this was actually not that high. I don't know exactly what it was. I can look it up, but it wasn't that crazy compared to AUTOart prices nowadays. But if you want to get this Aventador J, yeah, there are still some available. But since the red color, like mine, Rosso J, is the original color of the real Aventador J, this one tends to be valued a bit higher than all the other ones. AUTOart also did green, black, white, and maybe a few other colors, but yeah, red, out of them all, red is obviously the most valuable one, since it is the real spec of the car. I got mine on eBay actually. I imported it from Japan, I think it was, and I did actually get it for a really good price, quite cheap. But that's like maybe 1 or 2 years ago. But yeah, it's definitely I've gotten the prices for these models have definitely increased over the years. Yeah, I mean, if you want an Aventador J, I would definitely recommend the red one to replicate the real car. but if you like any of the other colors, you could get those also for a bit cheaper, so that's a good benefit as well. So yeah, let me know what you think of this model, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out my Instagram, you can see more of this model as well as all my other models. The link will be down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.